only Mrs. Rhodes Wilson, and you have entered Mom Chronicles. And today is a Mom Chronicles video, and it's about discipline. And I want to know, do you discipline all your children the exact same way? And you know me, I have 3 children. I have a boy who's 13, and I have 2 daughters, one who is 6 and one who is 2. And I discipline them all 3 completely different. And so I've had to come up with new ways to discipline my baby, because she is the ignore queen. She will ignore you as if you're not even standing there, like you're not even alive. Okay? And that makes me feel a certain way. Like, you need to be like, what needs to happen? Like, what kind of consequences do you give a 2-year-old? Tell them to stop, don't do it. Like, most of the time they don't even, they're just starting to recognize and understand the words and the type of traditions you're creating in your family. Like, they're not trying to listen to you. So, what type of discipline do you have to your 2-year-old? Or to your babies, maybe, 2.5 and under. What about my 6-year-old? Now, my 6-year-old, the threat of a spanking, she'll puke. I'm not saying that we spank her. I'm saying the threat, meaning we verbally say, hey, you keep this up, or you try me again, for an example, we're gonna spank you. And her stomach gets to hurting and she'll puke. Like, what is that about? Like, listen, I do not understand that. Now, if I have a conversation with my middle child, and I have to talk to her like this, very soft, very gentle, because if I'm like, I know you didn't, she's gonna cry. So I can't even think to spank her, which I'm not saying I do want to spank her. If I threaten her with the spanking, thinking that'll put some fear in her heart, she gonna puke. And if I raise my voice, she's gonna cry. I'm talking about like the biggest crocodile tears you can ever think of. Then there's my oldest, who, he's not in the stage where you would, spank, if that's something I did do. So he's in the stage where you gotta remove everything. That's the bed, the TV. I did say the bed. B-E-D, bed. You have to remove the bed, the TV, anything he may like. I saw this clip on Dr. Phil saying that even if you leave a mirror in your child's room, they can entertain themselves for up to like 3 to 4 hours. I don't put mirrors in my kids' room, but just the thought of that, if you're disciplining your child, a mirror can keep them entertained. So, like, punishment works for my daughter. It does not work for my son. Taking things away from him doesn't work either. Even though I said we do that, that doesn't work either. What works for him would probably be a spanking, and he's too old for some spankings. So, not sure where I'm gonna go with that one. Like I said, my middle child, spankings don't work for her, or threatening her, with the spanking don't work for her. Speaking loud to her don't work for her. That speaking loud works for my oldest son. If he talking loud and I talk louder, you gonna catch his attention. And for my baby, if I talk loud to her, it gets her attention as well. So like, I'm juggling like so many things. And I know I'm juggling 3 completely different people. I had one child when I was 20, obviously Mom Chronicles 2.0. The 2.0 is for the age of 20 when I had my oldest son. And then I had my daughter when I was 28. And then I had my next one when I was like 32 or something like that. So, different ages. Obviously my patience has grown. There's, so many things have fluctuated, in that time period, in 13, 14 years. So, I want to know what y'all think. Like, what do y'all do? You know, as parents, as family, as guardians, if you're raising kids or raising family members, if you have more than one child, or like I said, that special child that need that special type of discipline, does one exercise got to do 50 push-ups to realize he or she's done something wrong, and the other you have right sentences there? Because I tried that with my oldest child, and it didn't really affect him. So it's so interesting how I have to discipline each child completely different. And so I remember back in the day we were growing up, if one person did something, we all got disciplined for it. Or we all, it was a spanking, or it was, and nobody could go, because if it's multiple kids and they were invited to a birthday party, can't nobody go, So it was the discipline was for everybody. And that's not how I do things. I don't discipline for everybody. It's a different discipline for each child because it affects them differently. Comment down below of if you have more than one child, how do you discipline? Do you discipline, one goes for all, or do you discipline, I do this for my oldest two, I do this for my youngest two? I know age plays a part in it as well, but at the age, when my oldest was 6, if I brought up the idea of, threatening of getting spanked, he wasn't puking. He would just cry. He'd be upset, like, no, I don't want to get a whooping. My middle child, if I threaten the idea of spanking, she's going to puke. So I don't even bring it up. So that just, that's just similar, or the similar ages, but completely different discipline. So comment down below, tell me if you discipline as a whole or separately, okay? This is Mom Chronicles, and y'all be sweet.